Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick video, and today I'm going to talk about numbers, knowing your numbers. And I took a drive today, and I'm out at Paladuro Canyon, which is just southeast of Amarillo. But man, it's gorgeous out here. If you've never been here, I would suggest if you ever get this way, I would check it out. It's the second largest canyon in the United States. But anyway, we're talking about online marketing. And I was talking about knowing your numbers. What I mean by that is, when you're doing a pay-per-click campaign or any campaign that you're spending money on, you want to know what your numbers are in terms of how much it's costing you per lead. So if you've got 100 people that come to your site from your advertising, and let's say you've spent $120, okay? Obviously, that person coming to your site that's $1.20 per person, okay? And out of that group, let's say 40 of them, 45 decide to do something. That is going to be the cost of your lead, and so you're looking at about $2 and some odd cents, okay? And that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad price. It depends on what they do afterwards. And typically, if you're doing advertising, especially on Facebook, you've already gone through the steps to target your audience. You already know what they are about in terms of what sites they visit on Facebook, what pages they are, looking at or have liked. You're going to know what groups they're a part of. And all of this data will give you an idea of what kind of customer you have coming to your site. And so if you craft that sales offer to that particular audience, then you get a pretty good group. So if it costs you, say $250, $260 per lead, but you have a higher rate of conversions, let's say 10% of that group, you've got 45 people that come through or 40 people that come through, and you get 4 sales. Well, if your sales are, let's say your sales are minimum, you're probably generating, let's just say $20 a sale for an initial offer, okay? So now that's $80, right? So, or I'm sorry, 4 people, $20, it's $80. Okay. So $80, and let's say you spent $100 or $150 on your campaign. So you're still down $70. Okay. And out of that group, if they stay around a little bit longer and they upsell, let's say one of those people do an upsell, and now you're at $100 from that one sale. Or you have a high ticket product that you upsell, and let's say it costs you $300 to get 80 people to come through, and you've got one person that purchases the upsell. Okay, so you've spent not $150, but you've spent $300 to get the 80 leads, and out of that 80 leads, one person decides to pull the trigger and do your high ticket program, where you make $1,000. You've netted $700. Okay. This is why it's important to know your numbers. And if you are if you're paying more than $2 a lead, I would probably cut it off at about $1.75 a lead. And you're not making some sort of consistent sales, then you need to go back because your capture page is working. Your capture page is generating or converting at about 40%, 35 to 45%, but your sales page is not converting where it should. Okay, and so everybody going to that sales page, you should get somewhere around anywhere from 1 to 5%, depending on what your sales page is. The example I just used was about 1%. Okay, and if that's what you're doing, and you're doing that consistently, where you're spending $300 for $700 net profit, basically $300 for $1,000, okay, you're doing really, really well. And but if you're not, if you're spending 300 and you're netting, or let's say you're netting, or you're spending 600 and you're netting $1,000, or grossing $1,000 and netting 400, then you need to look at your sales page a little bit. If you're not getting at least a 2-for-1 ratio, I would say, there's an issue, not necessarily a problem, but it could be something simple. It could be colors. It could be continuity of the page from your capture page to your sales page. It could be the video that you've put up. If you're using a video, it could be some of the images. There's a ton of things it could be. And one of the things you need to do as a marketer is to be testing constantly until you get those numbers at least 2-to-1 in your favor. So that's why it's important to look at your numbers. If you're, let's say you're making doing a lot of organic traffic, but you decide that, one video did better than the others, and you decide, okay, I'm going to promote that page. I'm going to spend $40 and I'm going to see what else I get. And if you have, let's say you got your TikTok video and just organically you got 300 people looking at it. That's not very many. It's not bad, but that's not a ton. But you got, 3 or 4 people that were inquiring about it. Well, if you spend the $40 to promote it, and now you get 2,000 views, okay, then you can expect those numbers to be quite a bit higher, right? So let's just say now you get 12 people that look at it for $40, okay? So you're breaking that down, and that's about $3.70 per lead. But those leads are going to be a little bit more targeted. So let's say out of those 12 people, one person does your, or let's say you do it a few times, you end up spending $120 and you've got 36 people and one person decides. Okay, so now you spend $120 and you've got your $1,000 sale. So the cost of the lead is important, but the price for each lead depends on how targeted they are. Okay, so these are things that you just need to think about as you're creating your sales funnel, your capture pages, and you put them into action. You're putting your campaigns out there. Those are things that you need to look at as a business person. So, guys, I hope you like this video. If you do, smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I'll give you some more information. I'm working on my courses today, so which I'm making videos on, so that we can go over digital content creation in the future. And like I said, subscribe and have a great day. Make sure that you are looking at those numbers, and I'll see you at the top.